Welcome, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of Issa Kappa-Tea, bringing you nothing but the best vibes, best listening sensation. And you know what, actually, guys, I just want to talk about the fact that rich people have the best drama. I'm not going to cap. You see, I'm literally going over the Real Housewives, the ultimate getaway trip, South Africa, and I'm honestly enjoying it. Episode 1 already kicks off with an introductory phase where Crystal and Bev are being introduced, Letabo is being introduced, Nonku, Letongo, Mal, and who else am I forgetting? Nonku. Did I mention Nonku? Yes. And we also got to see a little bit of Londi London, but we haven't seen her so far. And I have to say, Guti guys, it's not what I expected. It's honestly not what I expected. Nonku is so shady towards Letongo. And I feel that because they both have history coming from Real Housewives of Durban, that they really, really just didn't want to sit on each other's ish, They were really, really just throwing out the shade. But anyway, as for Bev, no Crystal. Guys, Bev and Crystal, literally's drama just started in the Kumbi whilst going to the vacation place. They didn't even arrive at the vacation place. But already there's so much drama, there's so much tea. And in my head and in my mind, I just wonder that, how did it all go wrong? Because Bev said jokingly that who's going to be the first housewife to cause drama? Next thing, Crystal is very sensitive and very emotional, as we all know. Her coming from Joburg. Next thing, she's like, I don't know. Then Bev really just says her name. It's like, you, Crystal. Then that all started a situationship. Not forgetting Liz, guys. I forgot to mention Liz. Liz is from Jamaica, guys. And I honestly love Liz because Liz is the vibe of the house. So fast forward to the night, right? So the girls end up sitting at the table and they started venting about their situations. Bev and Crystal having their situation still on the rocks, still mentions the fact that season 3 got cancelled of Real Housewives of Johannesburg. And Letabo was apparently not there. While Letabo is so confused in her chair, she's like, what do you mean, Crystal? Crystal, tell the truth and the whole truth. So as we all know that Crystal and Letabo are both on Real Housewives of Johannesburg, and a lot happened. A few's going on, and before we know it, Crystal was just looking at Letabo and glaring at her and was like, you know what, I'm not going to take this. But Liz is sitting in between Letabo and Crystal. So she ends up throwing the shade and be like, is she looking at me? Did I not go berserk? Because we all know that Crystal has lazy eye, guys. And her having a lazy eye like that really, really just broke her. Broke her. Now she honestly didn't love Liz from that moment on. But anyway, guys, I honestly feel that these girls are just too dramatic. Fast forward to episode 2, where now there is a heat. The house is just heated, and Crystal and Liz are actually going off at each other. Lita was not seen in this episode. I think because she was jet lagged. But we're going to talk about the other characters and we're going to break them down. But I'm still mainly focusing on Crystal's character right now. So I see that Crystal and Liz have this argument that she liked that about her being a friend, this one friend. I don't particularly remember what actually went down for that altercation to happen. But the altercation had involved last night's events, stating that Liz is just a bully towards Crystal. So now Crystal ends up calling herself no, Mal actually and Crystal actually have this team up situation while Mal was just being fake earlier on during the day. But I'm still trying to finish this part before we get on to Mal's fakeness. But Crystal actually ends up hyping up Mal, and everyone's like, oh no, Mal is Barbie. And she's like, of course, and I am Cinderella, Crystal says. Next thing we see that Liz is more like Barbie's mom. So now Crystal took it in offense and said that no, Barbie's mom is wrinkled, she's old. And the girls didn't mean it like that. Of course, Crystal is old, But Barbie's mom is still beautiful despite whatever Liz had stated, because she had made Barbie. Next thing Liz is saying, shove it up your toot. And, excuse me, that's what we actually get from the